Let's go racing. We're talking about Martinsville, the spring race 2023, and it was not a good race, even though my favorite driver won. That says a lot. If your favorite driver wins and you still view the race as sort of meh, that might be an issue. And I'm not going to beat this race on the head. There were some like really long stretches of nothing. Ryan Preece basically dominated a stage and a half before one mistake relegated him to the very back of the field. And I think he ended up finishing maybe top 15, top 20. And he probably had what looked like the best car because in this race, nothing mattered except for how you executed on pit road and how you executed on not losing that many positions during the run. That was it. Had nothing to do with tires, fuel strategy, speed. Don't really know who had good cars. Denny Hamlin said it assures us he had a good car. We don't really know that. We can't know that because he was stuck back in various places. Other cars that looked good were stuck back. Larson executed at the right time with some luck and did his thing, and he won, which again, fantastic because I'm a fan of Larson. But really, this track has a problem, and I thought maybe it was better than last year, but I thought maybe the product that we got in Richmond, which was a pretty exciting, entertaining race. I will say mainly because of strategy and fuel, and there was some slight tire fall off, slight, would carry over and give us a much better race than last year. But it was just barely better, if anything. And I'm probably biased towards saying it's better because I'm a Kyle Larson fan, so I don't know. But there's some real issues with the car, unfortunately. No quick fixes, I don't think, at this point. Don't think you can take off any more spoiler. I've heard all sorts of things about engines. You can't do anything with the engines for a year, really, if not more. And I don't know what to do. Maybe Goodyear can come out with a new tire, but from Goodyear's perspective, I can see why they wouldn't want to build a tire that falls off, that wears out. People see that on TV, and it's just not a good marketing look. Even though I think most people who watch are going to understand that that's not a normal Goodyear tire, right? So who knows? It was an interesting race. Chase Elliott was back, in case you didn't know, and he again, who actually knew how good his car is, but at the very end, it seemed to be working better than it had the rest of the race. Ends up with a top 10, which is really nice. There were some comers and some goers. Stuart Hall's Racing was really, really good. But unfortunately, what do they have to show for it? Because again, you're stuck wherever you get stuck after a caution. That's it. There's really not much you can do. Unless you're Bowman for one random 25 lap segment there where he was driving through the field and then disappeared after that. So I don't know. But that was Martinsville. Not a good race. Lots of issues with the car. As has been talked about by everyone who has any sort of voice or Twitter or Instagram or podcast or video or whatever. So I'm not going to cover all of that, but some things need to change, need to happen. Can't keep shooting yourself in the foot. You must produce a good product. That is the primary goal as an organization, NASCAR. Have a good racing product. And this is coming from someone who really appreciates nice long runs and strategy. Passing isn't everything, but you have to have people in there. You have to somehow build in the ability for drivers to make a difference and for there to be variations in speed that allow for excitement and allow for skill to rise to the top. And that's the biggest problem right now. I don't know. The cars are super, super close, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it from an engineering standpoint or from a driving standpoint. Martinsville, do better next time, hopefully. Thank you for listening, for watching. I'll see you next time.